She thrusts her paws upon the post and still insists she sees the ghost. We're gonna have to solve that. Welcome back to Night in the Woods. Previously, we finished up the town things, and we learned something about the Deep Hollow Hollowers, which were the ghost musicians from May's Dream. They were a legendary band around the 40s and 50s. And then all of a sudden they took to playing for ghosts. Kind of spooky, isn't it, Angus? Kind of makes your ears want to rise up and your mouth do strange things it usually doesn't do. And speaking of which, it's the Angus Ghost Hunt. We are going up to the park. May's still tired though, but we'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Let's do this thing. We're finally pulling the trigger on it. I'm excited too! Everyone's excited! At least 2 people that are constantly commenting. They really want to see this Angus thing. We never get to hang out with Angus. Now we get a whole ghost hunt with him. Yes. Indeed we did. It's a ghost guy. Because it's silly, but that's exactly what's happening. Angus, you and your science. They might exist, electricity and all that. And you're gonna see some. Yep, that's how you do it, scientifically. That's exactly how you prove ghosts exist. It could be a different dead guy, would that work? Okay, they would have to be like, what is it? Ectoplasm and stuff. Well, we can get to working on that after we've caught ourselves a real ghost. We have to get those sponsors in. All 3 of us need to make a podcast right now. And I'm ArmoredChocobo. I saw the ghost, and it was ghosty. It was spooky. Ooh. He thinks we're crazy. We're gonna prove him wrong. Welcome to the park. The final ghost hunt. Well, of course, we didn't do Greg's in this universe, but, we're combining the timelines. Well, sounds nice of her. May, you seem to have a lot of problems with your childhood. Do you want to talk about them? Coffee makes her sleepy. She bit her boyfriend. God knows what else happened in her childhood. I wonder why. So, welcome to Possum Jump. I was just camping up here like 2 months ago. Well, that's kind of a given. Even though the squirrels aren't really going to do anything to you. Clearly, right? It's not a petting zoo. The wild animals don't like you putting your hands all over them. You'll probably lose your hand, depending on how big the animal is. How about we don't? There's some campsites, though. We could feed and touch the campers. I hope we do. You need to learn lots about Angus. Some busy woods up here. People leaving their junk all over. Oh, right, yeah. Because ghosts like the dark. You need to beat them there. Angus, you're a little slow, buddy. Well, look how big he is. He's slow and steady. Come on, man. Keep up. We got a ghost to find. Ghost hunting. May does not have a walk function. Well, not most of the time, anyway. So we can't just, walk alongside Angus. At least we get to enjoy nature a little bit. Hey, wait a second. Is that another... It's one of those lime furnaces, isn't it? You doing okay? Yeah, they learned something new. Angus is asthmatic. Which means he has to stay away from car exhaust, or he'll lose all his turns. He probably does, May. Because of the asthma. So why did you keep doing that to yourself? Ah, teenagerisms. It's a lime furnace. You should remember those from your little hangout with Candy. A lime kiln. No, not those kinds of limes. A kiln for lime. Oh, by the way, spook warning, because lime is rock skeletons. It's made out of calcium. What were they furnacing all the way up here? They were making limestone. And then you could, like, spread it on your lawn or hide a body with it. See? Sea skeletons! Limestone is actually fossils. Also, if you put hydrogen chloride on it, it makes little fizzing things. I know this from mineralogy class. Indeed it was. And then it was all together, like a Pangea thing. May doesn't believe it. She doesn't believe your science, she believes in ghosts. Actually, if we broke some shale around here, we could probably find some fossils. That's history! Okay, he got his breath. The power of science has invigorated him. He's ready for more climbing. Maybe we'll see another lime kiln. Hey, bonus! Check this out, Angus. Extra lime kiln. Bonus lime kiln. You want to take a breather? We got all day. He's gonna be busting out that inhaler soon. Let's talk more about science. That seems to perk you up. Probably went away. You know, down. There probably are, May. Indians made arrowheads out of them. Didn't even know it. You're like, hey, check out this weird rock. Because you need the right conditions, May. Didn't you say you went to like a paleontology class? You learn about this. And Angus is kind of modest. He said he ain't an expert, but I'm an expert. I'm saying it. Mainly because dinosaurs are my relatives. Yep, the past was crazy, May. You would have loved it there. Always running away, keeping yourself from getting eaten. You don't have to worry about ghosts. Alright, let's go. Maybe some more lime kilns are up ahead. Maybe we'll find a fossil. Maybe we'll find like a whole shark skeleton inside the lime kiln. Why do they need so many? Angus is dying. Because you took paleontology class, right? Oh, she was going to take a paleontology class. Oh, what happened with that? Did they fill up? Yeah, it filled up. It usually is the case. Because everyone wants to learn about dinosaurs and not math. Yes, we know what you do, May. They kinda are, aren't they? And that is absolutely true, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. They were related to birds, at least some of them. The ones that weren't related to birds died off. Or became like alligators or something. Yeah, giant chickens just roaming the world. They would have you for dinner. Probably. Angus would probably go before you because of the asthma thing. Yeah, take that, ancient creatures. It just waits you to death. That's very wise of you. Okay, you ready? We got many more ghosts to hunt. We were talking about dinosaur ghosts this entire time. Because of limestone. Sea creature skeletons. See, we're learning things with Angus. He's like a Mr. Wizard. Oh, this kind of looks familiar. Like that thicket thing from Lost Constellation. It's the old scout camp. Well, it wasn't that long ago. So, scout camp is looking a little, beat up and sticky. Ah, a tower! How about you climb up here, Angus? Huh? Really no things. What are you talking about? So it was you guys! You made the weather machines, the weather stations. And we released all the messages from those. So it's kind of a weird time machine. What if we had like a bad storm no one year? Wouldn't they just spin up prematurely? Oh, it was just an annual thing. It's just a short-term time capsule. Alright, let's find some messages. Angus will get up these stairs. It'll probably take him like 5 minutes. Ah, he's on a roll today. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. 4 machines! Hey Angus, you really should use those like weather machines to like make some kind of evil science ray gun instead of these messages. Just saying. Yep, we got these messages. We got all of them. I think that would be an achievement if I didn't achieve it already. Now we have the high ground. Take that, Anakin. Come on, let's read them. Let's do it. You know what? These were supposed to be waiting around for like a year, but they waited like a decade. They must have had some quiet storms, huh? Look, the scouts don't need to read them. We'll just put them back in the bushes when we're done. And also, I don't think they come up here anymore. And your name is Scout. Ironically, your name is Scout. Talk about patriotic. I had a little bit of a skip there in my audio. I don't know if that happened in the video too. It's been doing that. My speakers aren't exactly that perfect. Sometimes they just glitch out and not speaker. This is the weird one out of the bunch. Come on, read letters. What is it? Did we find your letter? That's your letter, isn't it? Well, at least you were honest about it. Come on, you wrote this one, didn't you? It's possible. Oh. Well, maybe that was, I don't know, Greg? Was Greg in your group? Yeah, I can see how that could be pretty subtle. Nah, that's definitely Greg. really likes arrows. But no, that wouldn't work. They don't have the range. Or the stopping power. You can't take down a helicopter with an arrow. I mean, if you get it in the rotors, but then what are you? Hawkeye? Ah, this one got messed up a little bit. Those darn birds. Leave the messages alone. You don't need that much nesting material. Ah. Please don't tell me that one's Angus's. Oh, that put a downer on the mood. I keep on thinking about that audio skip I just had, though, but I think my desktop audio didn't, mute out, too, so I think I'm good. I think it was just a problem on my end, like in my headphones or something. I can't stop thinking about that now. Not much changes, I keep on obsessing about technical stuff. Maybe they are your notes for 10 years ago. Or maybe there's kids just like you, waiting to fill the void when you're gone. There's always an Angus, and a May, and a B, and a Greg. Kind of scary when you think about it. That means there's another ArmoredChocobo gearing up in the world, and I don't like that. Well, we've been out here a long time. It's already nightfall. You can see the cell towers. Indeed it was. I'm glad you're not gasping for air. Yeah, what was with those gates? They said no trespassing? Well, that certainly doesn't mean anything. You ready to go for the ghost hunt? This is the preliminary to the ghost hunt, learning about Angus. And skeletons. And dinosaurs. These are the graves that we talked about during the party, wasn't it? Oh. The Possum Massacre. You know what? If we're going to find a ghost, this is going to be the place to do it. It's the labor strike. And the National Guard gunned down a whole bunch of miners and some kids. Yeah, we read that newspaper too. Why'd they bury him all the way out here, though? Ah, instigators. Well, I could see why that would be a problem. You don't want to admit, hey, our National Guard just shot a whole bunch of unarmed miners? Yeah. Not a proud moment. Oh, colonial graves. If you look around enough, you'll find all sorts of things. That is ghost magnet material. He still doesn't buy the ghost thing, though. Ancient shark bones! Limestone! There's limestone everywhere. It's all death. Even these leaves. Yeah, they look pretty. You know what? They're dead. These are leaf ghosts. Ooh! Leaf ghost! Hey, this looks like a great place to do some stargazing. Yeah, we should totally do some stargazing. Just putting that out there. Man, we were a long way from Possum Springs. Can't even see the town, and it's messed up block shape. That's indeed where Possum Jump is. It's to the north. Well, you tell us. You're the one with the ghost hunt. You're the ghost expert here. You can tell that me and Angus are coming to the same conclusions on a lot of things. We get angry the same way, too. Yeah, kind of like at, angered brooding. We get very quiet, and then it just explodes. So if it looks like I'm intentionally ignoring something, maybe I'm kind of pissed off. Maybe it's a good time to back off. It's a nice night, though. That's because of all of the, light pollution. Actually, when I was up at Possum Jump, it was, cloudy most of the days. I didn't get to do much stargazing. That and the campground has a noise curfew, so you can't just go walking around at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, you knew the constellations in the Longest Night game. Yeah, we heard about that. You know about the constellations, and the stories, and the names. Oh, that was just a dream, Angus. Well, he knows something about them. Yeah, the triangle-shaped one. Which one was that? There were several of them, weren't there? Nah, that's definitely not a thing. Your weird brain cooked that one up. How about we hear a few of them? We'll see how correct they are. Alright, it's time for the best part of this game. I love this. We're actually gonna do some stargazing out here. We're gonna take Angus to space school. Time to find him some constellations. It's not going to be as in-depth as the Longest Night, and we're not gonna get the good music. We're gonna get spacey music. We're gonna do the ones that Maze remembers. Which was actually correct. This is the non-human zodiac we're doing. I'm actually gonna include some dates. I found them. Yeah, Mr. Chazikov told us lots about dusk stars. A little bit too late for that, though. And we need a filter. He's on the Underhill. Which really doesn't go under any hills, it's just like, a valley. Telescopes are fun. I wish I had mine. It's somewhere in my mom's house. May's going to point them out to us. These sound similar. Let's do this. It's a little bit different. I don't have mouse control over the stars anymore. So we have to use May's paw finger. Ah, there's a synced up one. And that goes there. That goes there. 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 And there. It's Rebello, the Fire Pope! He was a real pope that breathed real fire. The guy was real, the eating people were real. But the fire-breathing thing, he just got into an argument with a rival, and he got that liquor and he did that fire-breathing thing with like a torch or something. The guy was running out of the castle screaming, and he fell right in front of a whole bunch of people, so they thought he had mystic powers. And then he became the Pope. Probably not, right? You're not really religious. They weren't that into the religion. Those are good saints to have. They're scientists. And people that explore things. Yeah, Candy works up at the Coalescence, which is not the only church in town. We also got one called the Church of Broken Pieces, which I believe they just worship things that are broken. And there's another one, I don't know the name of it, but it has squiggly lines on it, so I think they worship like unstraight lines. That was Rebello, the Pope. I have a date right here. It's going to be right here. You see it? I was born in the the sign of Rebello. Here we go. We got ourselves another sign here. Is this a triangle? Nope, that's not a triangle. Good. None of those lame constellations in our skies. It's Corvus the Thief! Yeah, he got shot in the back. He was stealing something. I think he stole it from Pope Rebello. Corvus! Ah, yes, the Adina Astra stories. You totally know those. Don't play around. Of course you did, May. Oh, we just stole a diamond from a king, and he died on the way out. So he stole his life away from death. And now he's immortal. You know what? He could possess his own body now. Just like that other guy, the Dusk Star. So that was Corvus the Thief. There's his date right there. I wish I heard of that Adina Astra story. Maybe they should make like more Night in the Woods games that are like Adina Astra stories. That'd be great. Okay, I'm calling this one. This is probably going to be a triangle. And it's a triangle. Telemetron! The bell! Kinda has an Eye of Wujet thing going on. It was very famous in prog rock because of what it does. That's exactly what it does. Well, at least it's what people think it does. Let's go with the right answer. Well, you don't know about that. Sound can't propagate in space. So either it can't kill us or we don't know when it's going to kill us. It's kind of spooky when you think about it. Or it's just a silent killer. Now, not much to say about Telemetron, it's just like 3 stars. Alright, let's do this one. It's not a triangle, is it? Ah, good. It's something big in the sky, though. Oh, did I forget Telemetron's date? I probably forgot it. It'll be right over here. Yeah, there you go. Who was born in Telemetron's year? It happens every year. But you know what I mean. Mundi the Sky Whale! It has a world on its back. The entire world. Why is it sad, though? He has a world on his back. He probably doesn't even care that much. I don't know. It's his hobby. Angus is being an animal rights activist. Because it's the old times. And they didn't understand things. And I hear some of that Longest Night song in there. I'm happy now. Now, maybe there was like a job opening. Need someone to hold up world. He liked the benefits and the pay package. Whales are pretty big and they didn't know what the world looked like. Well, why don't you? Sounds like fun. I can't point at anything else now. We did the constellations that are here. So there's Mundi's date. And there's all the signs. So the signs that we're missing, at least you know their dates now. You might have noticed there's a ghost star in there somewhere. Yeah. Fun fact about Ghost Star, it's just one star. Not really a constellation. But, it's a quaternary star system. It's like a little neutron star, and it's acting like a spoke, and all the other stars are orbiting it, because neutron stars got really good gravity. It's not the strangest thing to happen. I mean, the star Castor is like 6 stars, and they're all binaries, and they're all orbiting each other. Space is weird. But yeah, Ghost Star wasn't really on the ecliptic. The sun never goes through it. It's too far celestial south, near the horizon. The Astronomical Society just went ahead and made it a constellation, because 13 signs is a bad number, and they had all these surplus states that used to be on the smaller constellations, like Telemetron over there. So they went ahead and just shoved Ghost Star at the end of the year and gave them all the excess dates. It's weird how some things happen, isn't it? I love seeing the stars. I kind of miss my old place. The stars were really easy to look at. You could see the rubelid shoot out of the mouth every spring. He's very scientific. So you really don't believe any supernatural stuff at all, Angus? Come on, tell us all about it. This is your chance to spill the beans, Angus. And the stars are going to speak for him. As him. Yeah, I heard your parents were kind of jerks. According to Greg's third thing. All he said was they were just like, you know, I'm gonna say it. Assholes. Why was it so bad? So why did they have a kid if they didn't like you? Yeah, if it's troubling you that much, you could let it go. I mean, May hasn't even told us the whole story yet. Oh. Well, they're definitely that word I just said. And now I'm angry. Why would you do that? You are very lucky that your parents aren't here right now, or I would punch them in the face. With something. Very hard. I don't like people like that. What is that supposed to teach you anyway? That she's a jerk? That didn't work, did it? Have you ever told anybody about this? I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Oh yeah, that is true. People probably wouldn't believe him if he said something like that. Because, you know, the kids lie about the cookie jar, they must be lying about their parents beating them. There's just some times where you have to take a kid's words at face value. And Angus started to feel guilty, like he did something wrong that deserved this bad treatment. You didn't do anything wrong, Angus. It's your parents that did it. No one deserves being abused, not even criminals. That's why they call it rehab, and not torture criminal time. This guy is a saint for dealing with that. And ending up pretty straightforward individual. Yeah, can I get on that too? I'm getting in line with May. She's got baseball bats. Yeah, we can't rough up the elderly for being a jerk. Why do you still have to visit her? I mean, my mom is not as bad as your mom, and I don't associate with her much because she's a very difficult person to be around. Well, at least he treated his brother well. Good. I hope he stays gone. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, but I was thinking something evil right there. That's a good way to take it. Angus, I'm getting in line for the forever hugs too, since I can't get into the rough up your parents line. Everyone should give Angus a good mental hug right now. No, you were not luckier. You were talking about doing something cowardly, weren't you, Angus? I'm kinda into that too. Except I didn't have the whole abused parents thing to drag it out of me. I was just really into paranormal and science. So they told you that supernatural things don't exist, and you bought it on the internet. Come on, Angus. You and me both know that the internet doesn't mean they're right. Well, they could have gone the other way. He could have become a conspiracy theorist. That's not any better. There's the cowardly stuff I'm talking about. And that's exactly what I'm calling it. It's the most nicest way I could put that kind of thinking. Don't do it. There's better options. Well, I do believe religion is some kind of coping mechanism. I'm sorry, I'm not talking for a while because I'm really getting into what Angus is saying here. We always find a pattern, even when a pattern isn't there. It helps make life make a little bit more sense. Or they found something that they think might be God. Well, yeah, but I see where May's going with this. I was wondering where Greg was going to come into this whole picture. So he's in a relationship with Greg because Greg helped him stay stable. The whale is pretty cool. In this case, the whale is Greg. You indeed are. I'm just giving you another mental hug right now. Don't be modest, come on. Just take the compliment sometimes, huh? That was indeed a trip. Thank you for bringing us on it. with Angus all the time. Now I want to talk to Angus even more. Wait, who? Oh goodness, I see him too. Let's look straight ahead. It's the ghost. In the trees. Right there. What's he doing? He's probably standing there listening in, and he was like, "That was so sad. I need to give that guy a hug right now." Hi, ghost. I mean, totally not a ghost right here looking at us. Nope. Let's look at stars again. He got like a miner hat on? Some kind of cloak? It looks like it has buttons on it or buckles. Kind of like a fireman's cloak? It is the ghost. That is also likely true. Both of those situations would be suitably creepy. But of course they're not happening. Gotcha, Angus. We're with you. Hi, person! That's totally not a ghost. Doesn't seem up for talking much, does he? I think that affirms our ghost suspicions. We're not speaking in ghostese. That's a lot hostile. I'm feeling the hostile from here. Mate, don't antagonize him. Now, way to go, May. Now we're gonna have to run for our lives. All the way down, God knows how long, with asthma. Don't worry, if Angus starts to collapse, I'm gonna carry him. Ah, good. I was wondering if you got it from Dr. Hank. And it's in the shape of a journal. Well, how about hell? Because it's standing right in front of us. Run for it! Right past the ghost! He's been stunned by the power of science! He doesn't seem to be chasing us. I think we're in the clear. No, we're not in the clear. Keep running! It's a good thing we didn't get kidnapped by a ghost. You're supposed to say something about what it is good to be right now. Time to take another shot in the inhaler. Oh, yes, we know. You told us the story. That was indeed the ghost. No, that's a ghost. We've seen that guy before. Yeah, let's not bring up that one. That's a bad memory. Yeah, you were talking about the grave in that one, too. Oh, May, are you feeling okay? Did we just hit a time pocket? May, you're not looking too good now. I think May is having some kind of, I don't know, ghost withdrawals? Overdose? Something's wrong with her. I think we should keep going. To a hospital. Or at least get her some medication. May, I don't think that's a good time for that. Might as well do what she wants. She's having some kind of episode right now. Well, at least you're looking a little bit better. Not quite, though. What was that? And by the way, if you end any of the ghost hunts on the second ghost hunt, she will have that episode. It's not just an Angus thing. No, this was a new one. He's got a brain ghost. There's a ghost following her. And we have no idea. Oh, I remember that dream very much. It's called the Screamy Well. She keeps on hearing some noise in her head whenever she gets close to that ghost. So they are connected. Well, that sounds like a completely bad thing. That actually sounds quite supernatural. Because there definitely is something happening. Okay, name one. That actually makes some kind of sense there. May seems to have been quite stressed out ever since she came back from college. So her entire ghost episode may just be an acute case of stress. Maybe. Now, how about we don't do that tonight? We're not doing that tonight, are we? Because we just had a great time with Angus. You're not going alone. I'm coming with you. Really? That was a basketball court the whole time? I couldn't see any basketball things there. Alright, me and Angus will go. We're both in for you. Ah, Angus is such a good friend. We're taking on this ghost. The power of friendship. No, B, you were just thinking, you know what, I could really use some extra sleep tonight? And then you just kind of get railroaded into it because the other guys are going along. It's never ghost hunting season. That's what makes it great. We're committing a legal crime. Good enough. Now we're going from ghost hunting to literal ghost hunting. It's Ghost Tinglers 3, the new recruits. Next time on Night in the Woods, the end of Night in the Woods. We're finally going to confront this ghost. Good night, folks.